Hello. Nice. We're live everywhere. And if anybody asks me questions, if you see it pop up over there, you could just tell me. Hello, everybody. Raw Food City. Steve, what's up, Steve? What's going on? I figured we'd just go up. I think we're up on live on Raw Food City, and we're up on live on Bobby Bonds. We're going crazy today. I want everyone to ask me questions, have fun. We're gonna have fun tonight. I'm trying to set up my phone somehow. Hang on a minute. It was crazy. The rain was crazy getting over here. I think I got this like that. Oh, hey. Oh. Oh. Alex, what's up? Yo, guys, how you doing? How you doing? I'm forgetting. We're live on HamiltonRadio.net. We got thousands of people listening to us, and I'm just saying hello to everybody. I want to give everybody my story, real quick. I have no guest tonight. It was probably a good thing. My intuition was telling me it was going to thunderstorm and things were going to get a little hectic. And then when we got here, I was like logging on to the Wi-Fi. There was some issues. We had to do a lot of things. So we're a little bit late. See, if we would have had a guest, the guest would have been like, yo, this guy, what is wrong with this guy? So it worked out perfect. Get him, baby. Yeah, Christine, the man, the myth, the legend, Alex, Barnyard Boys. Yeah, if you guys don't know, I have a band called the Barnyard Boys, and we've been talking, trying to get it back into the studio. I haven't really been live, besides with Phoebe Blue, in this body yet, I had a quick little live session with this body, but I'm still actually trying to figure out my voice. So, Raw Food City, the little girl, I know, she's amazing. She's amazing. So, Raw Food City, let me tell you real quick of what's going on with Raw Food City. Listen, I lost a ton of weight, right? That's what's really going on. And how I lost the weight was a lot of juice feasting and raw food. Raw food changed my life. That's what it was. What's up, Frank? So if anybody has questions on juice feasting or any type of raw food question, just shoot it to me and we'll talk about it. But anyway, so I'm going to interview myself. Yo, Bob, how you doing? You changed your life? Yeah, I changed my life. How'd you do it? I started eating a lot of living food. And that's why I wanted to make this Raw Food City. Your eyes are amazing glow. Thank you. Thank you. Because of all the raw food that I'm eating, right? But then, there's a balance. There's a balance. It's a beautiful thing. You just keep losing weight, and feeling great. And I felt so good, I couldn't keep it to myself, because I'm a really big ham. And I can't keep anything to myself, really. I want to entertain. So I was like, wait a minute, I could entertain with raw food. So that's really what it was. I was just like, I got to get out there. I got to tell everybody how amazing this is, But how I got here was, if you don't know the story, was in 2010, I was watching Mike Perrine on a YouTube channel doing an interview with Beck's Life. So Beck's Life was actually interviewing Mike Perrine. Mike Perrine has been doing the raw food for over 20 years, and Beck's was shooting him a bunch of questions about it. And then underneath his video was the video of all videos, was Dan McDonald sitting in front of a trailer, half naked. Guy looked like Jesus Christ. He was lighting up the screen. I'm watching YouTube, and I'm like, this guy, are you kidding me? So I just started watching his stuff, and everything that he said about juicing and living food just hit. You know, like when something just hits you, and you're just like, oh my God, I had no idea. No idea. He was blind by it. So I just jumped on a juice feast. I was just like, yeah, I could do this. So I just jumped on. I started juice feasting. And I was like day 4, and I fell to my knees crying. This is back in 2010. And I've never felt so free. It was weird. It was like I raised. I started floating around, and I couldn't believe how I felt. I couldn't believe what was going on. So I did 3 weeks on that. Lost like 40 pounds. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm telling you, if you're just looking at, if you've been on a standard American diet your whole life and you just jump on a juice feast, it's going to be like 2 pounds a day. It's pretty wild. And I don't want to use weight all the time as it was healing. I was healing. I just didn't know. I knew nothing about anything. I just knew that this guy was making sense to me. I was like, I'm going to juice feast. So yeah, that's what that was. It's hot in this room, Jane. It's hot, and it's you know what it is too? We're in a fresh studio here at Hamilton Radio, and I'm smelling all the new rugs and the paint and the everything. Everything is, and I'm so clean. That's the problem with getting too clean, because you can get too clean, where things affect you easier. Even like chamomile tea. If I have a chamomile tea, I'm falling asleep. It's amazing how you're. It's instant. So, yeah, juice feasting. I just couldn't keep the secret to myself. I felt so great. And that's so weird, too, because it was at the same time I bought a bar in Staten Island. So that's my story. Hey, Allison. Hey, Scott. What's up? Trish, oh, my God, the wife is here. Okay, so, I mean, that was the same time I bought my bar. Here I am watching these Dan McDonald videos talking about juice. And I started juice feasting. And during the feast, I ran out and bought a bar. And the bar just kind of fell into my lap because somebody left it. Tony Hansen, I don't know if you guys know Tony Hansen. He has a great studio out on the South Shore, Phoenix Studios. He basically just kind of gave it to me in a weird way. He didn't give it to me personally, but he left it for somebody to grab it. It was already kind of done. He had the backstage done, and I had these beautiful ideas, so we got that. And I was juice feasting, and I went right into a bar, music venue. And you know what happens when you have a bar. You're just surrounded by booze all day, and it was really hard for me. So I basically, the whole time I had the bar, and you hardcore Full Cup fans know that I was like John Kirshner, and I would sit there and I would bartend, and I would like talk to people about juice and being heavy, and people would just think I was crazy because here I am, this big fat guy, and I was always talking about vegetables and juicing and everything because I was listening to Dan McDonald every day. But, I didn't apply it until my stepbrother got sick. So I basically jumped back and forth on raw food and juicing, on and off, on and off, on and off. I mean, I have videos up on Bobby Bunn's YouTube page, too, of my son, 2011, 2012, 2013. It was just me constantly failing. And then you know what happens when you just keep failing. Eventually you succeed because you keep trying and you fail and you try and you fail. And then you become a pro. So after my brother got diagnosed with cancer, here I am at 325 pounds telling him to run away with me. Please run away with me. Let's go have it. Let's go to Hawaii and just drink pineapple juice and then come back and see what the doctors say after that. Reopen it to juice bar. Oh, I would love. Hey, Chris, we were just talking, me and Chris. Another old school hardcore raw vegan. There's not many of us out there, so me and Chris connected instantly, and Chris played it Full Cup too. He's saying to bring it back and make it a juice bar. I would love to do that, but honestly, I had no business being in business and having a bar in New York City. And I think anywhere, any type of business, it's you have to eat, sleep, live it, breathe it. I know you know, Gino, in the back when Hamilton Radio. If you don't live here, it's not going to work. And it was really tough, especially I had young children. So, hi, Brees and Bobby, yeah. So that was really tough. And I had a bunch of partners, and that was a lot of fun too. But anyway, Jeff is he's the one who woke me up to to everything, right? He just, we were in Florida, and it was his bucket list. There was a few things that he wanted to do while he was still around, really. I mean, in his eyes, he might have thought that he was going to be around for even longer, but in my eyes, I knew he was fighting, and he was the strongest person ever. But we went down to spring training, and it was one of those things that he loved. He loved the Yankees, the New York Yankees. So we went down to spring training. It was part of his bucket list. He's never been there before, and he was really sick, and he's watching me sleep. I was 325 pounds, and that's the story I was trying to get into. I was 325 pounds trying to tell this kid how to eat and live, and it just didn't make sense to him, and he was like, let the doctors do what they have to do. But anyway, he was at the edge of the bed looking at me, and he's like, you're going to die before me. And that's what really woke me up, and I was like, I'm done. That's it. I'm never eating again. So right from there on then, I started really going into it deep, hardcore. I was straight raw. I went into, kind of after that summer, I went to the World Series of Poker. What's up, Gary? I went to the World Series of Poker in Vegas, and I was juicing and being a vegan. So I had like the whole like fat vegan thing going on, and I was losing weight doing that. So I lost 50 pounds doing that. And then September of 2016 is when I smashed the Raw Food City door open. Hi, Miranda. Hey. So if anybody has any questions for me, just shoot them. Just shoot them at me. I know I just came off a 100-day juice feast, and I was just telling Chris that I really wanted to stay on that juice feast because I still have a lot of healing. I think it's a year. I think it's a year every decade that you're alive, but you're in a constant fight. You're always fighting to hit the next level. So it's a fun ride, though. Let me tell you something. It's definitely a fun ride. I've really enjoyed it. There's ups and downs and everything, but it's been fun watching the transformation. And I thank Jeff every day because he's like Jesus Christ to me. He gave me the spoken word, told me to get healthy and start healing people. So everybody that I touch, Jeff kind of touches. I love how that works. Miranda's been doing good too. Like I have my niece and my mom. I've been touching their lives too with the raw food, and that's been amazing. So everybody that's everybody that I touch in this. It just keeps spreading, because once they feel good, they tell somebody, and then I'm just the last 3 years. Honestly, I've seen White Castle has vegan burgers. It's just amazing. Just the past 3 years, you can't hide this anymore. Like it's happening. If I'm doing it, other people are doing it. It's life-changing stuff. Going on another juice fast soon. Good, Miranda. Juice fast is a water fast hack. If you were Ryan, Superstar Polka. I have to. Ryan's another. Because I actually, I love the game of poker too. So I was really trying to do this whole thing like poker juice. Thank you, Joe. I had this first I had this first vision in my head called Polka Juice. What's up? What's up, Ryan? He just won another championship. Thank you. Thank you. Life changing. I have to win a bracelet though, because in the end, I see myself up on stage holding a World Series of Poker bracelet because, and I wanted to get out that way in a weird way. I wanted to like tell people that basically juicing won, because it's so crazy, you know, like a lot of young kids win at poker because they're fearless and they have more energy, and you don't realize it's very strategic, very it's a game that you have to pay attention to what's going on. So I noticed when I was juicing, if I started being alert to everything. I was up, and I was strategically, I was able to read people better. So I felt like that had like a big part of it. But, you know, it costs money. It costs a lot of money to win at poker. So, you know, I have some backers, but I've been really crapping out the last. I've been trying to get to the World Series this June, so I'm still working on it. I got a few people who might be interested in sending me, so that'll be fun. And that's it. I want to hold. It's gonna happen because I'm gonna hold it up. I'm gonna hold up that World Series of Poker bracelet, and I'm gonna say I did it, and it was all juice. And then I'm gonna inspire poker players to juice and get healthy, and maybe change their game too. You know, that was the goal: is to win and juice. To poker juice and to make it like a whole video about it and everything else. But so yeah, it was my brother who woke me up, and even S. I know S came. I know your issue too, and and it was, you know, you just gotta, if you have any type of dis-ease, you have to realize it's 99.9% of the time it's diet related, and it's all diet related, and the doctors cannot cure you. They even if they say they cure you, you know, and you're in remission or whatever, you cannot. Oh my God, I could get into this all day long with people. It's all about evacuating. It's all about eating and it coming out. If it's sticking around, it's a problem. It's a problem. The doctors aren't taught nutrition. I could get into it all day long. You know, people getting prescribed pills all day long. It's the scariest thing in the world, and all you have to do is just clean up, because I basically got rid of every ailment that I had, and it was just cleaning up my diet. That's it. It's all diet related. Every time I see somebody post something about what their problems are, I'm like, oh, just put it down. Just fast. People don't realize how powerful fasting is and how powerful juice fasting is. Juice fasting will definitely change your life, because not only it'll clean you up, it's going to jack you up with mad nutrients, right? And the food that we're supposed to be eating, really. I mean, we're supposed to be very high fruit. With tropical beans, we're supposed to be picking fruit off the tree. It just totally makes sense to you, you know, like as Gil likes to say, loosen and remove, loosen and remove, loosen and remove. Exactly. And juicing is such a it loosens you up and removes the toxins that you have built up from vaccines, from cooked foods, pasta. Like, you don't realize that just stays in you. It just, your cells get dirty, you just back up, and that's why juice fasting is the best thing in the world, and it's so instant. It's so instant. The human body was meant to fast. A lot of people don't get that. It's all about feasting and fasting. And I call it a juice feast because you're really not fasting. You're still getting nutrients in, you're still getting calories in, but your body just really just takes a break, and then by all the juice that you're drinking, it starves a lot of the bad cells. And once you start starving the bad cells, they leave. They leave. Like on day 90, I was just getting into this with Chris, and I'll give you the story. Doctors have zero nutrition training. That's so true, Miranda. And you know it because you dated a kid that was going going for his doctorate, and they aren't taught nutrition at all. So they're just taught on how to prescribe medicine. So I get into that every single month. I do this radio show. I throw that in there. I mean, it's so true. I mean, they just know how to, heal your symptom, with medication, and never get into why you have the symptom. So there it is in a nutshell. And so instead of going to the doctor, you just have to realize you have to change your diet. You have to change your life. And juice feasting is the best thing you could do because it's instant. It's instant. If you want the pill, everyone's like, everyone's looking for the pill. The pill is not eating and letting your body heal itself, because the human body is amazing. Come on. We all know that there are people out there who are 700 pounds and still alive. We all know that there are people out there who are heroin addicts and they're 70 years old and they've done it their whole lives. We know this, right? But the human body is amazing. It'll adjust. I don't know if you want to live in a 700-pound body or live in a heroin body, but the human body is amazing. It will figure out how to live on heroin. So, but do you want that heroin life? Do you want that fat body life? No. You want to feel great in this life, right? So what do? You just relax. Let the body heal itself. The body will figure it out. The less you put in, it gives your body a break, because you don't realize that when you're eating cooked food, cooked food is basically a drug. Anything that's put on fire. Even if you basically you're processing it when you put it on fire. So if you really want to give your body a break, that's why juicing is great, because it instantly you're all automatically in raw food, because you're not cooking the juice. You're just drinking juice all day, and it's like instant raw food. So that's why I named this whole thing Raw Food City. It's because I know the juicing and the nutrients that I was juicing, it instantly changed me. Because 4 days in, the cloud just disappeared. I was like, oh my God, how is this possible? How do I feel this good? And then you keep chasing that, and it's the most beautiful thing. And as you chase it, you watch yourself transform. So I'm actually watching my skin pull back too. I thought that was a joke. I thought that was never going to happen. But it's happening. My skin is actually regenerating. All those years of being heavy, you would think there was not a chance, right? I would need surgery or something like that. No, it's pulling back. The more I keep on high water, high nutrition, the more the skin comes back. So I'm thinking, if you were like 45 like me, you're going to need a solid 5 years. But the good thing is you'll lose 100 pounds in like the first 6 months. Like, it's that fast. It's that fast. Anybody who has weight on them right now, and I'll give you the weight chart. You ready for the weight chart? Buckle up, because this is how much you're supposed to weigh. I know Miranda's like 5'1", right? If you're a girl and you're 5'1", you're supposed to be 103 pounds. Sounds extreme, but that's your God's given weight. If you're a male and you're 5'1", you're supposed to be 105. And I'll tell you how this goes. So if you're 5 foot, you're supposed to be 100 pounds, right? Male or woman. If you're a guy and you're 5 foot, you're supposed to be 100 pounds. Same thing. So every inch after 5 foot, for a male, it's 5 pounds. For a girl, it's 3 pounds. Look, if you're 5'5" and you're a girl and you're 115, obviously bones, you could be 110, you could be 120, you could flex it from there. See, like right now, Miranda just posted 5'1", she's 155. So you're 52 pounds overweight. You're supposed to be 103. 155 now, and you look good, so it's not even like, you could obviously see that you could lose a few pounds, but you look good. Like, I was 325 at 5'11", so I'm supposed to be 155. I'm actually 5'10 and a half. I'm supposed to be 152.5, and I'm not near that weight yet. I gained a few pounds after the 100-day juice feast, and that's automatic. As soon as you start bringing solid food back in, you're going to gain a few pounds. But I'm starting to plateau, which is nice because what I'm eating is plateauing. But what I really want to do now is I'm really trying to regenerate the skin, and I've done multiple juice feasts. But now I'm getting into the water and the dry fasting, and that's been a lot of fun. So that's the next realm. I'm thinking about doing every other day, alternate day eating, and keeping my diet very raw. So one day I'll have raw food, and that's the beauty of cleaning up, because once you start cleaning up and feeling good and juicing and eating a lot of raw living food, now you don't need as much to live on. Like you're not as hungry anymore. I was always hungry. What's up, Andy? That was the one problem. I was always hungry. I would have a large pie and a chicken cutlet palm hero, and I'd be like, yo, where's the cake? Like, I was just never full. And I knew something was wrong. I was depressed every single time I ate. It was so crazy. My mouth is so dry, and all I taste is paint. Hold on 1 second. I have a cup of water. I'll be right there. Hold on. Oh, sorry. That was the craziest radio silence. That was so unpro. But I was dying. I had to get some water. Oh, yeah. It's just the room is so fresh in here. It's crazy. Hey, Trish, there she is. Juicing Mama Challenge. Trisha Warrington Baker in the house. Trish Baker is the one who really pushed me to do that 100-day juice feast. Going scuba diving now. Oh, lucky you going scuba diving. Hey, what's up, James? The Todd Baker. So Trish, they have a Facebook group called Juicing Mama, and every single month they do a 10-day juice feast, a 10-day juice challenge that everybody should do. Even if you do 3 days, whatever. But get on there. See, the problem is, what's up, Joe? The problem is when you do 3 days, usually the third day is the worst day. So you don't want to and then you're like, oh, I'll never do a juice feast again. You got to get to day 4. You got to get to day 5. You got to wait till the cloud blows over, because everybody's walking around stuffy in the matrix and you don't realize it. Once you go 4 or 5 days without food, that's when you feel the magic. So it's a 10-day juice challenge every single month. They put your name on the board. It's very exciting. This month is June 2nd, is on my wife's birthday, is the start of the next juice challenge. So if you're on Facebook, just go to the Juicing Mama Facebook group and get on that June 2nd challenge. And there's a whole bunch of people on there, thousands of people now. It just blew up overnight that help you along your journey. And you know what? It's so exciting. Why not just challenge yourself? It's just so exciting. Holy, Todd McCallie in the house. What's up, Todd? How you doing? Adam, what's up, Adam? So yeah, juicing changed my life. I know we got some new people here. Raw food and juicing changed my life, and Trish definitely pushed me to the 100 days, and I pushed her to her 100 days, and we both fed each other some beautiful magic. But juicing, Dan McDonald, there was so many people that inspired me to do this, and then when I started doing it, I felt so good, I just couldn't keep it to myself. There it is in a nutshell. So it's life-changing stuff. You'll stop aging. You'll feel great. You'll be running up hills backwards. A lot of stuff starts happening, and you know what's great? You don't fear, catching some. You don't fear that dis-ease anymore. Because I literally walked around. I think in my teens, was scared of AIDS. Like, I was just like scared of everything. And now, like, seeing my brother died, I was always afraid of cancer and stuff like that. So basically, any type of disease is history when you start juicing and getting into raw living food. You don't have to worry about that crap anymore. You're gonna live a long, healthy life, and you're gonna die in your sleep when you're 128. I told my son, I was like, be prepared. You might see a few wives, right? Because I'm gonna live a long time. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, he's happy. I thank you. I really and that's what I'm doing now is like I'm trying to inspire people, and that's why I'm going the sexy route. This is why I got to really put the work in now because I know sex sells, and I really want to physically. I mean, I if you saw me today in clothes and because everyone sees me on camera and but if you saw me today normally, you'd be like, holy crap, he looks good. But I want to be walking around naked. That's the key. Where I'm shirtless all the time, like John Rose. He does all his videos shirtless because he's Rip Diesel, and he's an old man, and he's an old man Rip Diesel. Ange was, oh man, I could get into it all day. Hi, Angelique. She was the first person that I really was close to who had the operation, and at first I was like, oh, that is freaking cool. I mean, I could just go to the doctor and get skinny. But then I realized after a few friends have gotten it, and it's been kind of a success for her, but I know she's battling, because you just keep battling. You're always battling. But I know a lot of friends that have gotten the surgery, they ate through it, and they're all big again. And it's definitely it's not just the surgery. It's you have to change your diet too. That's why I tell it doesn't make sense if you're gonna go get it done because they want you to lose weight before they do it to you, just so you have that mental, Mikey, what's up? Just so you have that mental frame, like they want to know that you're sane enough to get the surgery, and which is crazy because all you have to do is just keep losing weight and don't get the surgery, So, but it's the super hack. That's why I just constantly tell people to juice because it's that fast. It's 4 days in, 5 days in, you'll feel that magic. It's that fast. And I just constantly have to tell people to go to the Juicing Mama Challenge and do those 10 days because it will change your life. And even if you don't continue juicing, the seed is planted. You've watched yourself lose 20 pounds. Because if you do a 10-day juice feast, you'll lose 15 to 20 pounds, like pretty instant. You're locking into 10 pounds, 100%, especially if it's the first time you've ever done it. You're going to lock into 10 pounds to 20 pounds. And it's not really about weight. Again, it's how you feel. And then once you know that magic is there, you'll always rock it. You'll always, the surgery changes your weight, but doesn't change the mindset. Exactly. Thank you, Chris. And that's what, and I want people to know that, like, the surgery is, oh man, it's not a fix. It's all in your head. Everything's in your head. All you have to do is stop eating. And the same thing when you get diagnosed with cancer or something like that. You go in and you trust the doctors, you trust the lab coat, and they give you whatever, chemo and radiation. And you go home and you still smoke a cigarette and eat a chicken cutlet palm and think it's okay. It's not okay. There's a reason why you got cancer. It's because of your diet. It's 100%. If you think it's genetics or something in the air, you're wrong. You're wrong because your body is able to fight that. Just like we already know, there's 80-year-old heroin addicts. They're still figuring it out. Do you know what I'm saying? So but they're living in a heroin body. So that's it. Just if you want to just feel that freedom and that love. By the way, too, when you're juice feasting, what's up, Richie? when you're juice feasting too, everything changes. Everything, even the way you look at the world. It's the craziest thing ever. You have more patience. You have no stress. What happens to stress? It just blows my mind. Whenever I'm juice feasting, obviously I'm thinking about food, and whenever I'm eating, I'm thinking about juice. But when you're juice feasting, all that stress goes away. It's the weirdest thing in the world that happens to you. And I don't know if that's the cloud that I feel blowing away, because all of a sudden, like, you could breathe right. You could sleep better. You could F better. Everything changes so fast. So fast. So maybe I missed it. What exactly is juice feasting? Yeah, Mikey. Okay, what juice feasting is a fast, but just on juice. And you want to try to get in, everybody's different, but you want to go by this rule of thumb. You want to try to get in a gallon of juice a day. And listen, I'm not as strict anymore. Back when I first started, I was very specific with my juices. It literally can be anything. If you want to step it up a notch, you want a slow juicer that's crushing the vegetables and dripping out. But it really doesn't have to be that way. You could literally buy it from a store. It could be as gross as a pasteurized Tropicana. But I'm not, you want to try to find unpasteurized, organic, cold-pressed juices, or you want to juice it yourself. So try to get full on that. Tricia, no limit, drink till you're full. Yeah, so that's really what it is. You don't have to limit to a gallon. You really just drink. You just drink, and every time you feel something weird going on, because you're gonna have these moments where, I feel a little dizzy, or I got like a little headache going on, or any type of ailment, you just drink more. It just means you're not drinking enough juice. Or even if you have a problem going to the bathroom, because the bathroom will change. You're like, you should be going to the bathroom every day, which is no problem. And if you drink enough juice, you'll be able to go to the bathroom every day. That's the most amazing thing. What's up, Mikey? So that's the thing. You get in that juice and you feel great and everything changes. It happens so fast. It really does. It's so ridiculous how fast it happens. And that's the message. Every time I drive down here and I get on HamiltonRadio.net, I just want to inspire that one person. It could be anybody. Somebody could be driving. It could be a local Joe down the block that just got the Hamilton radio on for some odd reason. And he's like, listen to this guy. What is he talking about, juice feasting? And then puts in juice feasting or juice fasting on YouTube. And then, boom, he finds his guru and everything changes. And the seed is planted and you change. That's why I always tell everybody to go to the Juicing Mama Facebook group and jump on those 10-day juice challenges every single month that they do it. And then maybe, you do the 10-day feast or you do a 7-day feast, whatever it is. You feel so great. We have it every single month. So every single month you could jump on. And if you want to do the hero's journey, if you want to really go the distance, we call it, and run the full marathon, you got to do 100 days. And I know Chris is on 100 days right now. Chris, you should jump on that Facebook group, Juicing Mama. And you have a lot of good knowledge, too. And I know you've been keeping it to yourself lately. I know you were out and about earlier in your juicing career and your raw food career. And I know you're bringing it back, too. I know you're bringing it back. So jump on that Juicing Mama challenge. And, if you're ever there and you see a question that pops up that somebody might need help with, answer that question. That's what I do. I'll jump on the Facebook group and I'll just throw out like little hints. I will check it out. Yeah, good, awesome. And I give little, I'm always Q&A-ing it over there. Like anytime anybody needs help, go to Raw Food City, my Raw Food City YouTube channel. Go over there, subscribe. I definitely put out at least a video a week. I try to. Sometimes I'll go on spurts, especially with this new daily intermittent fasting that I'm about to get on. I'm really contemplating on it because I'm going to eat one day and juice one day, eat one day and juice one day. So I think that's the realm I'm going to go at. I'm going to try to just do water on my fasting days. So I'm going to do alternate eating days. And I think I may run with this for the next 2 years because we're on a 5-year journey. I'm in my 3rd year. And my 5-year journey will be, I'll be running through the finish line again like I did with my 100-day juice challenge. Except this time when I run through the 100-day finish line, I'm going to be just in my little whitey tighties, right? Rip Diesel, my Calvin Klein boxes, running through with the full-blown reset. And I have a great video of me running at 300 pounds on on the South Beach Boardwalk. And I'm going to transform that video, and I'm going to run out of that body and in my skinny body. So I'm very, very excited to show everybody that transformation. I really think that the alternate day fasting, once you do a bunch of John Roses, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be doing videos shirtless. I wish I was shirtless the entire time I was doing Raw Food City videos. I honestly, that was my idea in the beginning. You notice if you go back 3 years ago and watch some of the old Raw Food City videos on YouTube, I was heavy. They're great to watch. And there was some shirtless videos that I was doing. And I should have been doing it shirtless the entire time. It would have been really cool to watch that transformation happen. But you'll see. I jump on there shirtless here and there. And I'm excited to really, really get into my spring back, my skin spring back. So that's really what I'm trying to focus on now is my skin spring back. And trying to get people to, if you're on medication too, man, oh my God. If you have anything wrong with you right now, throw that medication in the garbage and start juice feasting. I'm not kidding you. Unless you've already been through the mill and you're a walking, medical robot, then you may have some issues throwing some medication in the garbage, especially if they took out organs and stuff like that. Like you can't mess with that. If they already hacked you apart, you may be on medicine for the rest of your life. But if you've just recently went in and you have like a heart issue and they give you they give you medication for something, just ask to join Juicy Mama. Yeah, Andy, awesome. Yeah, because June 2nd. Honestly, you could jump on a fast anytime you want and just ask questions on that site. People are going to help you with your juice feast. That's what it is. I'm just aspiring. It's like, see this. Hey, what's up, Lou? Like just these people just now, like Andy, just popping in. That's my goal is Inspire One. That's my goal. If I hooked in Andy somehow, and all of a sudden he's like Googling Juicing Mama and how do I juice feast, boom, life-changing shit. Now Andy is going to tell his friend, yo, I jumped on his 10-day juice feast. I feel fucking great. Everything changed. My balls are hanging like they've never hung before. And all of a sudden, they're following Andy. They want to know what he's drinking. You know what I mean? What are you doing? How are you doing that? And that's where it is. It just keeps spreading. Just got approved from the JM. Yeah. See, we got new people already joining that Juicing Mama Facebook group. And also, guys, go on Raw Food City. Or, give me a like. Go to the YouTube and subscribe to me, Hi, Tina. Hi. I just seen a like. Yeah, so Inspire One. There it is. We are at the 6 o'clock mark, but I think we're going to get some extra time. So I'm just gonna hang with you guys, and I just want to inspire more people. Hi, Tina. Don't tell my boss. That's so funny. Hi, Amanda. Hi. So you guys, the new girls that are coming in, I've been talking for about an hour, but I just want to inspire people to, eat more salads, eat more raw living food. Just substitute breakfast, lunch, and dinner with some life, and watch the change. But what I'm really here is to inspire people to juice feast, because that's where the instant magic happens. Like Tina, like you have no idea. Like, I mean, go to Juicing Mama, join the Facebook group. June 2nd, jump on a 10-day juice feast. Watch how amazing. Now I know you're rocking that body. I know you have done the most amazing thing with that body, because I know I lived it. I lived it. I was there. I was rocking my body too. I loved at the end knowing that I had that magic pill, knowing that I had juice feasting in my life since 2010. When I had Full Cup and I was doing all my Barnyard Boy stuff, and I was wearing these fitted suits, and I had my boobies out and stuff like that, I knew deep in my pocket, or I knew deep inside myself, I was going to change, and I wanted to really like show that I really want to embrace that giant body before I left it, because I knew I had to leave it. As you get older, you just can't deal with being that heavy anymore. So you're still young, so you got some years left, but eventually you bog down, and you need to change. You have to change, because if you don't, you just get sick. And so that's what it was. I just caught myself in time, because the sleep apnea was setting in, and all these ailments started happening where I couldn't sleep anymore, and and then you really start breaking down, and everything's, your heart, everything. Like, it's all, you have to sleep. That's a big thing too. Like, juicing, you're sleeping like a baby. I have no idea what happens. I'm telling you, every single thing, the most amazing thing happens. You're sleeping like a baby. You feel great. The cloud gets blown away. That's why you have to make it to day 4. What I really want to tell everybody is, don't be afraid to fast. Don't be afraid to fast. I don't care what it is. Believe me, if you have weight on you, and let's go back to the weight scale. If you guys don't know this weight scale, it's 100 pounds for 5 feet. If you are 5'2" and you're a girl, you're supposed to be 106 pounds. I know it sounds ridiculous. If you're a male, you're supposed to be 110. So it's 5 pounds per inch when you're 5 feet. So 5 feet is 100 pounds. Every inch after for a girl is 3 pounds. Every inch after for a boy is 5 pounds. So if you're 5'10", you're supposed to be 150 pounds. If you're 5'10" and a girl, you're supposed to be 130 pounds. It is what it is. I mean, is that right? 3 times 10? Yeah, it's 30. So, yeah. So it sounds ridiculous, but if you have weight on you, that's fuel for fasting. That's it. It's that easy. And the only reason why I tell people to juice feast is because it's a water feast. It's a water fast hack. So you really want to water fast. But when you're water fasting, it's a different kind of thing. You need to be like doctor assisted, and it could be a little scary. And if you go past 3 days, like if you're going to water fast, you could absolutely do 3 days and, have fun with that. But if you juice feasting, you could go days. I've done 100. I've done 100. I've done 30. I've done 60. I've done, I just kept getting higher and higher and higher. And the only reason why I stopped those feasts, because I was like, wow, those numbers are high. Like, wow, I feel so good. And every single time I got off a juice feast, I always wanted to get back on. So that's another thing. Hey, Maggie. And hey, Danielle. Hi. Hi, Nadine. Oh, what's up? So yeah, if you got any weight on you at all, it's fuel for fasting. That's it. It's as simple as that. And juice fasting is the easiest way to fast, because you're still getting nutrients, you're still getting calories, and your body just figures it out. And everyone asks the same question about the sugar. Oh, the sugar. There's going to be people who are going to scare you away from fasting. Inspire One. There it is. The alien. Yeah, we are alone in this world, and Chris knows it. But that's what it is. I don't want to be alone in this world. I want everyone to feel the way I feel. I want everyone to feel the way I feel, and realize that you could really put the agent. You just hit the brakes on it hard, and just watch the magic happen. And it's all juice feasting. So yeah, if you got weight on you, we're supposed to fast. Now you got to think, we're around this planet. I gotta tell you this. This is, and hopefully it makes sense to you. You can still do it if you don't have weight to lose. Yeah, that too. Like even if you are very thin, you could juice feast. Your body will figure it out. I'm just saying, if you're heavy, most of the people everybody I freaking know is heavy. Everybody I know is overweight. There aren't people. I don't even know anybody who's like, yo, I gotta gain weight. I used to know those people when I was young, but those people don't exist. Every skinny person that I knew growing up is a fat F right now. I'm sorry, but everybody's rolling around roly-poly, standard American diet, stuck where I was. I mean, they're probably not as big as I was, but I'm telling you, if you got to roll, it's friggin' that's fuel for fasting. So let me tell you, I mean, in a nutshell, sugar gets a bad rap. Exactly. I'm sorry, I'm jumping subjects, but yeah, I mean, sugar. If it's real sugar and it's juicing, it's a different type of sugar. And a doctor will never tell you that. A doctor don't want you to fast. No, a doctor will scare. If you asked a doctor, if you went to your doctor and was like, "Hey doc, I'm thinking about this juice fasting," right? Your doctor's gonna be like, "No, don't do it." Clueless. He doesn't know nothing about anything. He doesn't want you healthy. Then he loses his job. He's got to sell you medication, man. It's that easy. It's not the inherent nature of sugar. It's sugar inaccessible of a body that is. Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, if you listen to Chris up there, he's writing some good stuff. And so, in a nutshell, we're around on this planet. Let's just say it's a football field. I love this analogy. I love this example. We're at 100 yards, right? We just started cooking food. Let's just say human existence is on a 100-yard football field. We just started cooking food on the 2-yard line. 98 yards we're in existence. We haven't mastered fire yet. We don't even know how to cook. We're just cooking 2 years ago. 2 yards. 2-yard line on a 100-yard line football field. We're at the 2-yard line when it comes to fire. So think about it. 98 years. We're fasting all the time. The human body was designed to fast. That's why I tell people to juice fast, because it's the easiest way to do it today in today's world too. Because I mean, we're living in the city. We're around toxic people. I'm in the cement jungle. Sometimes water fasting is not the best thing. But juice fasting is. Juice fasting is a water fast hack. So we just mastered fire. Think about it. Do you think Trader Joe's and Costco was like down the block from us 20 years ago? No. We didn't have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it's all BS. It's all business derived. We're not meant to eat all the time. We're designed to fast. So that's the message that I want to get out there, is that give your body a break. Your body is the smartest thing on the planet. It knows exactly what it wants to do. As soon as you stop consuming food all day long, your body's going to heal. You got to remember, every single time you put food in your mouth, your body's going, oh, here we go again. You got to push this through. And then it opens doors for disease. So when you stop eating, your body goes, oh, what? Oh, wait a minute. He's got this dry skin on his elbow. Let me go fix it. And then all those worker bees that were constantly digesting food are now healing your ass, are now healing your dry skin, are now healing your eyes, are now growing your hair back, are now, eating dead cancer cells in your ass. Like everything changes once you stop eating. It's all about fasting. It's all about fasting. It's all about juice fasting. Juice fasting is a water fast hack. If you have weight on you, it's fuel for fasting. It's that simple. And once you get over the fear of not eating, and once you feel the magic after day 3, after when you hit day 4, it could be a water fast, it could be a juice fast. Whatever it is, once you hit day 4, day 5, day 6, and then you feel, and you plant your feet on the floor, you kick your shoes off, and you step on grass, and you feel the magic that this world is. Because we're just constantly walking around with this heavy head, and we have no idea. All of a sudden, everything opens up. Then you realize, like, the bird starts talking to you. The birds talk to you. Your dog looks at you in a different way. You look up at your dog, and you're like, holy shit. You're a dog, but no, I see you different now. You see life different. You see trees different. You breathe better. Everything changes. You see the sun in a different light. You go outside, you feel the sun, and it's like food. It's no more like, oh, the sun. You could actually take your sunglasses off when you clean. You could look right into the sun. It's not pseudoscience. You could stare into the sun. It's a whole nother thing. I'm not even going to get into it. It's not going to blind you. They've been lying to you your whole life. I don't even know if the world is round anymore, but I'm not going to get into that. I just believe what I'm believing. I have fun doing that, but I don't know. Flat Earth Santa is coming for you. He's got gifts. And if you want to see Flat Earth Santa, he's like 10 days on a juice feast. You instantly see Flat Earth Santa, and he's not saying ho, ho, ho. He's going, ha, ha, ha. He's got like a weird, deep laugh. Just ate an entire chicken and powdered mashed potato. I know. What, John? It's okay, John. The seed is planted with you, John, but the only thing that John has to do, because he gets on these 3-day purchased fasts that he buys, like these juice companies and stuff, you got to just get past the 3 days. That's it. That's what I tell everyone. You got to get past 3 days. That's why I love the Juicing Mama Facebook group. So go join there. The next juice challenge is June 2nd. Go to my Raw Food City YouTube channel. Subscribe to me. I'm always putting out some good stuff. I'm continuously spreading this word. I want everyone to know that if you're on any type of medication, if you just went and got diagnosed with something, jump on a juice feast and don't tell your doctor. Don't tell anybody. Just start juicing. Don't tell anybody, because if you tell the doctor's going to tell you, don't do it. So, especially, I'm talking to you, even my dad. My dad is, he just got diagnosed. I don't know if he wants everybody to know, but, he's got some heart issues and he's got some sugar issues, And I'm like, it's easy. It's easy. Just put it down for a minute and let the body heal. The body heals. That's it. Even if you walk in and they tell you, you have cancer everywhere, that's okay. Leave the doctor's office and go, hey, all right, now I got to stop eating. And your body heals itself. It figures it out. I know it sounds extreme, but it happens. It's just the human body is absolutely amazing once you give it time to figure out what's going on. That's why juice feasting is the best, because you're constantly pounding yourself with nutrients, and you give your body a break at the same time. That's why I love juice feasting. What's up, Dan? What's going on? We're done. We're done. We're done here. Raw Food City, 6:15. We went over. We did a full hour. I'm so happy. I'm sorry I was late today. It was a big rainstorm and we had a little Wi-Fi issue, but we're all good. We're at HamiltonRadio.net. I'm here every fourth Thursday. Next week I'll have a guest. I wanted to be my own guest. I could talk to you guys for literally days and days. Talk to you guys for hours. But HamiltonRadio.net every fourth Thursday, 5 p.m. Maybe I'll go look for a guest. I didn't push the guest this month. I kind of wanted just to talk to you guys, almost what I'm doing today. Just wanted to, talk to you about feasting and, hanging with you guys. Go Juice people. Yeah, James. That's it, and then feel that. Thank you, Chris. And then feel it out as you go. Like after you juice feast for a while, and you do a few feasts and you feel great and everything starts changing, then you got it. You got it. It's amazing what happens. It's so fast. So go subscribe, Real Food City. Go join the Juicy Mama Facebook group. Just fast. If you got any weight on you, I know the summer's coming. It's like knocking on a door right now. You could literally lose 10 pounds right now if you wanted to. If those people who are lucky enough to just have 10 pounds of weight on you, just do it. Do it. It's a pound a day. It's amazing. It's amazing what happens. Yow. We did it. Raw Food City. Bobby Buns. Peace. Love. Thank you. HamiltonRadio.net. Woo! We did it again. Every fourth Thursday. Right here, 5 p.m. Bye. Bye.